Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Empowering Morning Conversations. And I was thinking once again this morning about enthusiasm, all right? And what will it take for you to generate some enthusiasm right now? So when I thought about that in the morning, the moment I thought about it, I started feeling enthusiastic because I just allowed myself to be in a state of enthusiasm and I had to do nothing, you know? Just the fact that I said, hey, I want to be enthusiastic, and I was being enthusiastic, and suddenly a lot of blood was flowing through me. I was feeling brighter, I was feeling chirpier, I was in the mood to talk to all of you, and what a wonderful feeling it is. So, how would it be that if we start every morning with this being enthusiastic? Not becoming enthusiastic, but just being enthusiastic. And of course, we can generate any feeling that we want. But today is not about feelings. Today is about the start of a new week. All right? And I want to put our attention to a very good question. And the question is, what am I going to create which is greater every day of this week? So what am I going to create this week that's much greater than I've ever created before? So we have a lot of Pandits, Pandit means Gyani Log in our congregation. So I'm going to ask someone to read out from a dictionary the meaning of the word create. But before you even do that, my question to you is, would you create from something or would you create from nothing? For really a good creation to happen, will you be creating from something and will you be creating from nothing? In order to create something, what should be present that you can be able to create that? So that's a question and you can answer it if you feel like. Ooh, people are coming in one after the other, but they missed the question. Reddy Garu, go ahead.
Sir, we can create from nothing, sir. We
can create from nothing.
Yeah.
All right, very nice. Thank you very much. We can only create from nothing. Because anything you create from something will be something. You create anything from something, it will be something else. So for pure creation to happen, you have to create from nothing. Beautiful. Yes, Shakti.
We can create from both.
Really?
Yes. We can create from nothing. That's also one product. We are creating from something. That also is a different one, right? It's not
Yeah, that's what I said. If you create from something, you will be creating more of something. Or maybe a little different of something. Or maybe a little better of something. But pure creation is pure creation, right? When you create from nothing. Most of the time when we try to create, we are creating from something only, no?
Yes.
So let's consider a possibility that we are creating from nothing. And what will show up for you when you start thinking about that? Yes, Kunen.
Yes, sir. Very good morning and all. What's coming to me, sir? I think the word create, in my thought, everything has been created by universe. I can find it. I can search it. And everything is possible to find. Everything is possible to search. Whatsoever is available in the universe.
But you didn't create it then.
No, I cannot create. It's already created, available. I have to search. I can search.
Well, sounds like a good way of looking at it. What you are saying is that everything is already created.
Yes, it's available. Everything is available. Yeah.
Oh, so the dictionary meaning of the word create is to cause something to come into being, to cause something to come to being and something unique that would not naturally evolve or that is not made by ordinary processes. Create from nothing. So now we have 2 points of view here. You can create from nothing, you can create from something, or you can be looking for something which is already created. Considering that we are always creating the world that we have or the reality that we have, I say maybe we can create it. Yeah, very well.
Sir, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I would like to add one more perspective to it, sir. Like Puneet said, we have to search. I get an insight saying that there is always creation is going on. We should allow it to happen through us. It's like allowing it.
That's a very interesting way of looking at it. The best so far. We should allow creation to happen. But to create, see, the problem is it's getting filtered through us. No? Is it getting filtered through our reality? It is getting filtered through our points of view.
Now we are suffering the problem of blocking, sir. We are not allowing. Even
That
if we
is
allow.
right. How will you allow when you're so full of your points of view, your judgment? That's exactly what I'm saying. The only way we can allow is to, if we are able to be zero, no? Transparent. But we are full of our points of view. We are full of our opinions. We are full of our judgments. But one very interesting thought came when I was talking to you just now. We will do anything, but not create. We will talk about creation. So my question is, most of the time, at least my observation is, and let's talk practical stuff which you have observed in your life. Okay? But remember, unreality is a big problem. That's the biggest interferer that we have, unreality. And the only reality is the one which you are experiencing right now. And in our reality, I am saying, most of the time we are creating from something. Okay, making better, or because I don't have, I will have, that type of creation. The possibility of creating from nothing is difficult because, like Vetrivel said, we have to allow something to get created. Na? And creating from nothing would require us to drop all our points of view. That is why again and again it is said that if you stop judging, you will be in allowance. And if you are in allowance, you can create. That means if you drop all our points of view, then only you are in allowance. No? So comes a question, what do you want to do in life? We keep saying, get out of the default mode and create, get out of the default mode and create, get out of the default mode and create. Right? How successful we are in that, we should find out first. Yesterday I discovered what is the difference between ordinary people and people who come to EMC. It's a wonderful feeling I had. We are more open to creating than other people are. Like yesterday I had gone somewhere and it was a very nice function, small group of about 11 people. And the idea was to enjoy. Okay. And every time I would come out with some fulfilled activity, they were just not able to get off their butt and enjoy themselves. All right. So one of the main persons in that group, he said, "Nahi, beer leke aate," then only we'll be able to enjoy. So I said, well, I'm enjoying without any beer and all. You want to go get beer, you get it. But they were able to enjoy. They thought they are going to enjoy after the beer. Then also they were not able to. You know what I asked them to do? I simply asked them to do the gibberish exercise. And the only person who was doing it was me and my wife and one more person. The others were sitting. So the childlike state, child is the one who's doing pure creation all the time. And we are binding him up with reference point. Dekho, usko dekho, aisa nahi, he's doing like this. This is not the way. You have to do it that way only. This is not the right way. How can you laugh for no reason? You know? So whatever little creativity that we have, that goes. And then in order to become creative, you have to read books of Dr. Edward de Bono. So you can become creative. Serious creativity. It's an interesting book he has written, Serious Creativity. Very useful book, by the way. But I'm thinking, why is he calling it serious creativity? Because that book was written for technical people, you know, logical people, PhDs and all. Because mostly people associate creativity with craziness. Only crazy people can create. That is what it was thought before Dr. Edward de Bono. So he wrote a book called Serious Creativity. So we will give you serious tools how to become creative. So then a lot of technical people, you know, engineers and lawyers and doctors, they bought that book. Oh, serious creativity. This is not about crazy creativity. And what are we talking about? Crazy creativity. Because in order to be creative, you'll have to be creative by the definition of other people. Na? They'll say you are crazy. They'll say, ऐसे कैसे सोच सकते हो तुम? ऐसे कैसे कर सकते हो? दुनिया में कोई करता है ऐसे? Does anybody do like this? But have you noticed something? The people who created something really extraordinary in this world, people call them crazy. Yes or no? The people who invented the aeroplane were cycle mechanics. People call them crazy. The fellow who said, I will sail around the world, you know, those days they used to believe if you sail too far away, you will fall off the earth, you know. The earth is flat. That fellow said, no, it's not flat. They said, you're mad. I think they almost burnt him at the stake. The devil, how can he talk like this? So let's do a little bit of an imagination today. All right, everybody close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, I want you to do that chaotic breathing. You know what is chaotic breathing? 1 minute you'll breathe really slowly, and then suddenly you'll breathe a little fast, and then you'll breathe a little more fast, and then suddenly you will slow your breathing. You know, so you'll start like that. Then you'll become faster. And then you'll become really fast. And then you'll become really slow. Okay, so everybody start. Do some chaotic breathing. Keep your eyes closed and get started. Now faster. Faster. Faster, 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 faster. Now slow. Slow. And slowly become faster, 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 slow. And now relax. Get in touch with the feeling that you are feeling. And let your mind roam free. Let yourself roam free. Remember, you are a being confined inside your body. So you can expand out of your body, then expand on all sides so that you get a sense of yourself as an infinite being that you are. And this infinite being that you are, if you had the means and the possibility of creating anything, everything, then what would you create? Now, before your logical mind takes over, take the first one or two which pops into your mind. If you could create anything, what would you create? Now quickly open your eyes and share before you forget. Doesn't matter how crazy it sounds, just share what came to your mind.
I wish to create a beautiful world, sir.
Okay. What would that beautiful world look like? Mr. Sai, please go ahead.
To create a world of abundance, sir. For
Yeah, but
me,
what would that world look like? These are only words, right? When you
where,
imagine, you can see that world.
yes, sir, where, what to say, uh, where people can be can thrive more than being in survival mode. That's what it would. That's the vision, sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing it. Yes, Shakti.
For me, what pops up to create a magical world to get everything with total ease, whatever I desire.
That's very nice. Thank you very much. Who else? What is the first thing that popped into your head? Just share that. Don't worry if it looks stupid or crazy or whatever.
I want to see the world. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I want to see the world in the bird eye point of view. I want to fly above the world and see the world in the bird eye point.
Bird eye view. Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, who's next? Come on, guys. Don't be shy. We are talking about creation here. You can create anything. God came and gave you magic wand and said, you can create anything. What will you create? Yes, Abhinav.
Yeah, to create a world where people experience the connection they have with each other.
Beautiful. I remember a song I heard long time ago when I was in school. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Remember? Imagine all those people living life in peace. Yes, Kasa Sai.
And I'm not the only one.
Yeah. You may say I'm a dreamer. Yes, Arvind.
Good morning, sir. I want to create something where I want to move away from physical dimension. I press a button and I pop up wherever I want.
Yeah, and there are people already experimenting with that, by the way.
Great.
Seriously, I mean, if they can show it in Star Wars, somebody will invent it.
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful. Yeah. Come on, guys. Look at the amount of looking good that is preventing you from talking now. We don't want to be judged, sir, so we are not talking. Yes, Rama, what would you create if you could create everything? Yes, Niti ji.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. So,
Morning.
initially, I did not have any image or any visual, but now I am just seeing, like this long 8 to 10 inches of sticks, very smoothly finished sticks are coming in my way, and I'm collecting these sticks. I don't know what these sticks are, but they are very precious to me, and I'm collecting these sticks.
I'm sure you'll figure it out at some point. Maybe they are all life experiences.
Some wooden sticks, very smoothly finished.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing that. And Hasina ji, please unmute yourself and talk.
Sir, I would create, avoid negative thoughts and create positive thoughts every time.
All right. So good to see you, Rama. So anything you want to add to it? What would you create?
Yes, I would co-create with the universe, whatever is possible and what is required for the situation.
Okay, you'd co-create with the universe.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay. What about the rest of you? What would you create if you could create? All right, so I guess I'll have to give you some time to think about it. So that's what I'm going to do. You think about it, come back tomorrow morning and share with us. All right. Because this is the world that we have and we can play with it and we can create. And some of us are creating in our own way. But the distinction we want to have is if you are creating from something, then is it more of the same? Or if you're really creating from nothing? And what is stopping you from creating from nothing? What will show up in your life if you start creating without any point of view, without any old baggage, without the baggage of your past, without the baggage of your past limitations, etc.? What would you create now? Even in a relationship. Everywhere there is a chance for creation. If we get out of this mode of more, better, or different, I want to improve my relation is one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is I am going to create my relationship. Yes, Rama?
Yeah, as you have been saying and Reddy Garu was saying, we can create from nothing, but the real challenge is on being nothing. We are full of beliefs, judgments, and all those things.
Yep.
If we can drop all those things, we don't need to create, it will get created.
Absolutely. Because you will be getting into a natural creation mode like the little children are.
Right.
So I'm glad you brought that up. So what's it going to take for you to be in that mode? What energy, space, and consciousness can I be to be able to drop all judgments and point of views? And everything that is times a godzillion, will I destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, overnight shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. What will it take for us to drop all our judgments and points of view? And if we can do that, then creation is possible. If we cannot drop that, we'll just keep improving and fixing things that we have been always doing. So to make it easier for everybody, my question is, what can you create in your relationships? Okay.
If I could go into that state, then I will feel ease and joy.
Yeah, very good, Shanti. But my question is different. Would you respond to the question which I just did?
It's Malika. It's Malika.
Oh, Malika. All right, go ahead, Malika.
Yeah, that's what. If I could go into that state, that is nothing is in my mind, nothing is there, then I could feel that joy and peace. That's what I feel. Everything will be joyful to me. Everything will be happy to me.
Yes,
So that's
thank
what
you.
is it.
I get it. I get it. Thank you. Yeah, Shanti, go ahead.
Yes, good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone. I think that when I take out all the blockages in my mind, the abundance which is already in the nature is just gets poured into my mind.
Absolutely.
And create what is not there in my relationship. It is there. If there is a bitterness, that is turned into kindness.
Yeah, so listen, 1 minute. Press the pause button for a minute. See, this is also called creating from something. Yeah, converting bitterness into kindness is fixing something. It is not creation. You are fixing it. No, there was bitterness, now there is sweetness. I'm saying, suppose you did not want to fix anything, then what would you create? Because the moment you say there was bitterness, you are referencing to the past, no? The moment you are judging something as bitterness, that's a point of view and it's from the past. Correct? My question is, if you dropped everything, what can you create in your relationship? I mean, like suppose you meet somebody for the first time, you never met them before, there's no background there. There's a chance of creating something, isn't it? But when the people are already there in your life, then there is always a reference to the past, right? Yes, Rama.
So I would create harmony and symphony in the relationship if I can create.
Okay.
So harmony is basically the no conflicts, no challenges, issues. And symphony is, it is not just one person. It is the relationship means it is all the people have to, like the symphony orchestra. It has to be like that.
Yeah, I got that. So here, but you notice that there will be no what?
No conflict.
Exactly. So where's that coming from?
From the past, from the existing.
So I'm creating a relationship based on a premise that I'm creating in such a way that there'll be no conflict.
Yeah.
Whereas conflict is also a label that we are giving to something, right?
Right.
But I've seen a lot of people, they have that, total relationship of ease, and they created it like that their arguments are also not arguments, See, if you can have a discussion without turning into an argument, and it only turns into an argument because of the past reference, right?
Yes, correct.
Like I know, like my father used to, if I asked him too many questions, he'll say, you are arguing with me. So I was thinking, where is that coming from? I'm only asking you a question. Right?
Yeah, if it is afresh and from nothing and from present, it will be dialogue.
There will be just a smooth, then the symphony is possible.
Yeah.
Because nobody is judging the note, no? Beautiful. Thank you very much. Yes, Shanti, and then Neeti, and then Hasina ji. Yes, Shanti. Go ahead.
If I replace the bitterness with kindness, I'm just taking out some amount, one particular amount of bitterness, and then I am putting the same amount of kindness. But when I create from nothing, it is abundance. I can take that relationship to a very different level.
Yeah, beyond anything that you are imagining.
Yes, sir. Yes. Even we cannot imagine that kind of a relationship with. So
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
we become a co-creator.
Yeah, and it becomes pure love without any expectations. And there will be honor, trust, allowance, gratitude, and vulnerability. You know why we are not vulnerable with people? Because we are carrying so many points of views and judgments from the past. So if you create from nothing, you will hopefully carry nothing from the past. Hopefully. Okay, good. Neeti and then Hasina ji.
I am just repeating what you all have just discussed, because even I got that feeling of raising the equilibrium to a more to a higher harmony, where it is energetically very powerful. So a lot is possible. I cannot picturize or I cannot verbalize anything concrete in that, but a lot is possible. But that new equilibrium becomes the regular equilibrium is what is coming. That higher harmony becomes the normal harmony.
Okay, good. Great. Thank you very much. So Asina ji?
Yeah, yes. So if you create love, sorry, if you create love, I think everything is answered.
Oh, okay. It certainly is.
Yeah.
If you can create love without any expectations.
That would be the best relationship.
Absolutely. So my question is simple. If you are creating from nothing without any background, what are you going to create in your relationships today? What are you going to create in your job today? Okay. What are you going to create with your customers today? That's what we're really interested in, isn't it? See, we can talk all we want about creation. What is it? How to do it? Blah, blah, blah. But what are we going to create today is the most useful thing, because that's a practical action we'll do. Yes, Mr. Vetri.
So one quick update I want to share. Like, if I want to create from nothing or something apart from that, I want to create a power in me where it should be able to change the point of view of mine, and also it should have power to change the point of view of others if I simply stare at them.
Yeah, but why would you want to change anybody's point of view if you are in a
I'll tell you, sir. I'll tell you. On a lighter note, you always ask this question, how would the life will be? I'm just thinking, if I get the power, how would the life will be? Especially with my wife. I just change her point of view, just like that.
boring.
Just adding a little lighter. So thank you very much.
Yeah, life will become very boring if everybody had the same point of view. Creating being in allowance makes sense to me, but anyway, I get it. The magic formula. Why you simply don't pray for the wife becoming dumb?
Sir, no, I don't want.
That also you don't want, huh? But the point of view, so whatever you say, she should say, yes, Vetri, very good, very good. Whatever Vetri says, wife will say, yes, very good, you should do it. Fantastic. You're a great guy. Yeah, it's a nice imagination.
At least the density should reduce. That's my humble prayer.
How many husbands sitting here are thinking the same thing? I can imagine. Anyway, so that's it. So be with this thought in the day. If I had to create from nothing, and if there was no background and there was no expectation, what can I create in my life? What is it that I really choose to create? At least spend 10 minutes thinking about it. Yes, Kunen.
So I want to ask one question, and your perspective. The word nothing, when you say nothing, what I'm getting is that without judgment, without any old emotional baggages, etc. Am I right, or you mean nothing, something else?
Sir, the word nothing, no, you do some sandhi. You know what is sandhi viched? No thing. Look at the spelling of nothing. No thing.
लेकिन ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता सर.
क्यों नहीं हो सकता है? See, think about it. No thing. I look at this. What is there in my hand? It is a thing because I say so. No? It's a cup.
What you're telling is complete absence of anything.
Yeah, no thing is everything. It's very difficult to conceptualize that. but you can be in that state. If you have, see, if we don't label something as something, then it can be everything. Na? Thing kya hota hai? Everything has been defined by us and made into something. Na? The moment you look at it, something, you say, oh, this is this. Oh, this is this. This is this. Now, to live in this practical world, you need to do that. I get it. So, everything is a thing. So, look at points of view. It's easier to work with points of view. If you can look at anything without any point of view, then it's like nothing. No? Then allowance is happening.
And when we talk about creating from nothing, then you are thinking about something, even nothing. So from where this thought is coming?
So when a child is creating, is he thinking? And such a beautiful point Gunan has made, you know. See, when what you call as thinking is all this logical thinking that we do. You know, the thinking which is involved where there is causality. You understand what is causality? Something is happening because of something. You did this, so I'm reacting this way. Causality. In a causal universe. We're living in a random universe pretending that there is something causing something. What if I just drop that? When I can see something and just be in allowance of it, then I'm not labeling it, I'm not judging it. I haven't classified it, I haven't fixed it in my mind. No? See, the maximum what we are doing is to ourselves. No? We are treating ourselves as a thing also, no? And this thing wants to understand everything. This thing wants to define everything. This thing wants an answer for everything. What differentiates us from the child? He is not going into the thinking mode. He's just going and creating. जो उसको करना होता है वो करता है. He just does what he does. So just consider that this overthinking that we do as adults, should I do, should I not do, should is right, this is wrong, it was never done before, how I can do now, blah, blah, blah. This kind of thinking we are doing all the time, isn't it? So when somebody is thinking from nothing like a child does, he's just doing, right? Whatever happens, he just goes and creates that. He can play with a piece of paper, he can play with a twig, he can play with a blade of grass, he's doing anything. For him, everything is creation. His mind is not sitting there and saying, no, no, you can't do like this. This is only to be used for playing cricket. You cannot hit the tree with it. He's not thinking that. He just does what he does. That's why a lot of creativity comes from these people if you listen to them. If you look at this guy, Einstein, and you should read a little bit about him, you'll find out why he was able to create. You know, he was able to think with some stuff which nobody used to think. Some people had these thoughts early in childhood and they carried it and they actually made it happen, you know. The world is telling them this is not practical, it cannot be done. They just went and did it because they were not operating from something. So what has happened with us is, Kunan, we are so clouded with all this judgment and it should be like this and this is the right way and this is the wrong way and what is the correct way and why should I do this and blah, blah, blah. So much of overthinking is happening. So creation never happens. No? Think about what I'm saying. I'm not the Pope. You understand? I don't have all the answers.
Yeah, makes sense, sir.
है ना? So बच्चे क्यों create करते हैं यार? सोचो उसको. हम बड़ा बना देते हैं उनको. ये भी कोई चीज करने वाली, ये भी कोई सोचने की बात है. ऐसा थोड़ी सोचते हैं, ऐसा थोड़ी करते हैं. सही तरीका ढूंढो पहले, फिर करना. बच्चा तो करता रहता है खेल खेल में सब कुछ, है ना?
Yeah, and if I may ask sir, other question quickly is that
Yes, definitely.
I always listen.
Sir, I also have a doubt. That is,
Yeah,
when
can you let him finish? Hello, can you let him finish first? And please raise your hand if you wish to speak, ma'am. I request you. Yeah, Kunan, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am referring to your talk on many occasions, which always inspired me. Going back to your 1982, when you decided to do something else. So, what was
That
your
was
thought?
nothing.
Yeah, what was that thought? That some thought might have come.
Nothing. I mean, something very interesting. I'm remembering what Rama was saying earlier. I allowed the universe to speak to me. I allowed my awareness to speak. There was no thought. I said, "Bas, this is it. This is my purpose in life." Finished. There was no logic that time, nothing. I said, "This is it."
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to reach. So, universe, you allowed universe to give instruction or do something.
I think so. Now that I go back and say, okay, it is always, there is a term it is used. I'm forgetting what that term is. You are allowing, you're listening. It just came. I remember the moment it came to me. I was just standing there. There were 300 people and I was saying something and ta-dang, it came in my head. Hey, Sukhdeepak, this is what you're going to do for the rest of your life. That's it. There was no logic. Is it the right thing to do, wrong thing to do, whatever. This is it. Ye mera jeevan hoga. That was it. And many times, situations became tough and all that. I just went on going. That's all. Because such a strong thing it came that this is what you're supposed to do, and I'm doing it. And each one has that calling. That's why it's called a calling. It calls to you. And you are following your heart, by the way. See, the people who are here, have you noticed that we are only 22 to 25 people? Only those who have the call will come. This is what I believe.
Yeah, got it, sir. So calling exists.
Yeah, you can call it what you like. I don't know what it is, who's calling, what is calling. It just comes. You just get it. You understand? It just comes like that. Now we can give it some label and names, what we want. Yes, Vetri.
Thank you, sir. Got it.
Somebody, Malika was trying to speak something, I think. Go ahead, Malika. Was it you, Malika? 1 minute. Let the lady speak first.
Sir, my question is that when the child, it starts creating, in the child's mind, there will be some questions, series of questions. Why is this like this? How we can also do like this? So what is this? So kind of questions will come in that is, I feel. Is it right? Am I thinking in the right way?
I don't know. You
Then
go back
only
to your
it starts
childhood and find out.
But
See, the
yeah,
moment
that is what I feel. That is, these questions comes in their mind. This is how it starts creating. That is what is. I feel.
when we pollute their brain with this is not the right way, that is the wrong way, what if you make a mistake, what will happen tomorrow, are you thinking what you're doing, why are you doing like this? The adults put it in their head, no? Then they start thinking, then they start questioning everything. Should I do it, should I not? Is this the right way, is this the wrong way? Who plants it? We did. And many of us here, we started experimenting. The heart says, okay, go ahead and do it. We just do it. And somebody asks why you did it, we may not have a logic for it. And then most of the time, we have, no, what about the outcome? At that moment, the person is not even thinking about the outcome. They're just saying, hello, this is what I'm going to do, period. Well, with the outcome. So
because my grandchildren start creating by asking these questions only. There is, what is this? How is this? How can I do it? Like that, these questions. Then you start do that and do you experience and tell me. I used to tell the answer to them.
Beautiful. That's the right way. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, Vetrivel.
Sir, I just want to add something to Punenji's discussion you had. Calling came, you did it, and you also told us calling comes all the time. What happens is for us, we are getting calling all the time, but it go into missed call. So what we have to go and check is check your logbook, call logs, and especially the missed calls. How many missed calls from the universe for us we didn't attend.
That is why, the more present you are, the more aware you are, you may not miss the call. Remember we did some talk on doubts and hesitations. When the call comes, our own doubts and hesitations will not allow us to take that. So many opportunities are lost. Thanks. Yes, Shakti, and then Kunen.
No, sir, just adding to Vetri says one. So what, now what? Hereafter, I won't miss the call.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? You might make a mistake.
Yes.
And with all your logic, have you not made mistake? You still made mistakes. So where's the guarantee? Anyways, good, great. Yes, Kunen.
Yeah, just to add, sir, even these calls are silent calls, and silence also speaks. We don't listen. So I would like to create that being where I can listen the callings and the silence calls.
Listen to the calling of the silence. You should try and do a Vipassana meditation camp for 10 days. You will be in silence over there. You will have nobody to ask questions to.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
You will get all, it's really amazing, huh, Kunen? First time when I did it, I was resisting it for 3 years. I cannot be quiet for 10 days. Forget about 10 days, even for 1 hour, I cannot be quiet. But when I did it, did Vipassana, don't think of other things. It's amazing. at least you will know silence for some time. You may experience silence for about 30 seconds, at least, if not more.
Thank you.
Seriously, you ask Vetrivel, and it's a totally non-religious thing. Huh? They are not indoctrinating you with any religion, this and that. You are not to use any mantra, nothing. No mantra, no sound, no nothing. Just be quiet and listen and observe. That is why it's called Vipassana. Bhitar dekhna. Apne bhitar dekhna. Anubhav karna. It's amazing. Silence like you have never known in your life. Am I right, Vetri?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, yeah. Whatever you say is good, sir. Absolutely. And it is like you will face that. How much you capitalize is your ability, but there is a sure chance you will face that. You'll meet that.
It opens up doors you cannot even imagine.
And on the lighter note, sir, when Vetri did the Vipassana, 2 persons got benefit.
Who?
Vetri and his wife.
He must have come back thinking कि यार इसको भेजो 10 दिन के लिए चुप बैठेगी.
Sorry, Vetri.
All right, time for our shairi. So let's today start with Kamalji. Kamalji, can we hear your shairi, please?
Good morning, sir. Good morning, all.
Morning.
I'm just thinking about this Vipassana only because I told my wife, no, tum to zarur jana.
उनको लगता है कि वो आज आके ठीक हो जाएगी.
नहीं, but now it's in her goal list कि जाना है. And the second benefit is, I told my in-laws to go, and they instantly booking the Diwali time, which is a big festival time. And my both in-laws booked the Vipassana during the Diwali time. They said, okay, this time we Diwali will go there and do. So they are going. और वो बहुत खुश थे. तो अब मेरे को भी ये लगता है कि मैं कितने लोगों को बोलूं, प्लीज गो, तुम भी जाओ, तुम भी जाओ, तुम भी जाओ. It's good.
अच्छी चीज मिलती है तो बांटनी चाहिए ना.
बांटनी चाहिए, हाँ, वाकई बिल्कुल हो रहा है मेरे साथ. And you're saying about creating from nothing, that's what I'm contemplating. because during the pandemic, I was starting doing these paintings. कुछ paintings मैं बनाता था. And it was like taking a blank paper and just do whatever the colors I'm using, the brush strokes and whatever I'm using. Somehow after some time it emerged as something, create something which सबको अच्छा लगने लग गया. So that's what I'm thinking, if I create from this point painting, so that means I can create something out of that also, no? In my life, in my relations.
We'll have to allow life to be a blank canvas, no?
Yes. So I'm just correlating, syncing with all those things. So अभी और बहुत कुछ करना उसमें बाकी है. अभी just सोचना शुरू किया है. And the शायरी coming is एक जगजीत सिंह की गजल थी. वो ये थी कि मैं अपनी ही उलझी हुई राहों का तमाशा, मैं अपनी ही उलझी हुई राहों का तमाशा, जाते हैं जिधर सब मैं उधर क्यों नहीं जाता.
वाह वाह वाह.
और जो बीत गया है वो गुजर क्यों नहीं जाता, बेनाम सा ये दर्द ठहर क्यों नहीं जाता.
वाह 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 वाह.
The line which I really like is जाते हैं जिधर सब मैं उधर क्यों नहीं जाता. Creating something unique. So that's it.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right. After that, who's going to tell the shairi? Material, you want to say it or shall we go direct?
Yes, sir. I will tell you, sir. I have something to say. One of my favorite. It is kind of a suggestion to all the or request to all the EMC members. The circle says this way: தொற்றனை தூரும் மணல் கேணி, கற்றனை தூரும் அறிவு. The way to allow wisdom to flow is just by listening, reading, and learning. He compares this example with small water spring, where whatever you take, it keeps coming. Like that, if you keep listening, keep reading, keep learning, wisdom will start to flow. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. Shahidi Sahab.
यस सर. अर्ज किया है जनाब. जाने की बात पे याद आया कि कमल जी आपके लिए अर्ज किया है कि ये मैकदा है, वो मस्जिद वो है बुतखाना. मैकदा इज वेयर बैटरी गोज रेगुलर. सर अर्ज किया है कि ये मैकदा है, वो मस्जिद है, वो है बुतखाना, जहां भी जाओ फरिश्ते हिसाब रखते हैं. जहां भी जाओ फरिश्ते हिसाब रखते हैं. और अर्ज किया है कि हमें चिराग समझकर बुझा ना पाओगे, हमें चिराग समझकर बुझा ना पाओगे. हम अपने घर में कई आफताब रखते हैं. आफताब इज सन. हम अपने घर में कई आफताब रखते हैं, हमें चिराग समझ के बुझा ना पाओगे.
वाह, बहुत बढ़िया.
All right, great. Thank you. We're going to end. And any last words from you, Rama?
Nothing, sir. Nothing specific.
Nothing. Okay, that's a good word. So now if there is nothing, we can create something from nothing. All right. So you guys have a great day and see you tomorrow morning. Right. And remember one thing I was telling to Kamal, if you get something nice, you should share it. All right. So if you think that empowering morning conversation is nice, you can share it. And Shanti ji, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. You told us in the early part of the session that we are going to create a new week from today.
Yeah, you have to create it.
Yes. Then it would be like a week never before. It would be a totally different week.
Yeah, unimaginable.
Unimaginable, not existing. Well, yes.
Great.
We'll share it next week, Monday, how this week will be.
You must remember that, but all right.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow morning. God bless you. Have a wonderful day and week ahead.